Godspeed Ray.
Outbreaks of respiratory disease have been detected in Africa. Reason remains unknown. Viral behavior detected, local doctor says.
People noticed an inexplicable scent of rust in the air in the region affected by the outbreak one day before the event, authorities confirmed.
The respiratory disease outbreak has reached South America. Specialists speculate this might be a tropical disease, probably related to Aedes aegypti.
Local scientists began to analyze the air of affected areas and discovered a new element on the periodic table, new name to be defined.
The reason behind the tropical respiratory disease is now known. No element reacts with oxygen, causing air to be progressively rarefied. New cases of the disease are now detected in Asia.
New atom's origin discovered, it's from the LO, specialist confirms.
First case of death caused by respiratory illness outbreak confirmed in Africa. Disease is now treated as an epidemic in tropical regions all over the world.
Temperate regions register rust scent and their first cases of respiratory disease, possibly related to tropical events. Death counts are rising faster than expected in Africa. Developed countries start researching cause of death and cure.
New element is now called nylon. Tropical disease is now called rust wave. Death in South America and Minor Asia are higher.
Confirmed, global winds have been spreading nylon to Europe, Russia, and North America.
The economies of Africa, South America, and Asia are destroyed. Most animals and half of the population are now dead. Days in North America and Europe are rising faster compared to tropical countries. Cold winds seem to dissipate nylon more effectively.
Nylon is considered a metal with properties and physical behavior different than the rest of the elements in nature.
So, what brings these chills and your arm with you into this action, please?
I need to talk to you about something.
You came to my area and started a fight against my people. What would you possibly have to talk to me? Why don't I just finish this by killing you right here, right now?
You know, I had the same chance a week ago. I was about to give you the water when I recognized you, and that's why we are here now. What I want to talk is more important than our war for territory.
As if something can be important nowadays. We can barely survive with few vegetables we can produce. Looking for water, steam to enjoy oxygen like once before. We survive just to know we'll be dead really soon. We live in improvised houses. People barely live something useful nowadays. On top of that, the lack of medicine kills the rest of humanity who can't wait for neither to kill them. Just 6 months ice outbreak. Tell me something, do you feel like drowning?
All the time.
Quarter of the North American and European population is now dead. Half of the population in the world is infected and death keeps rising. Some specialists are considering this tragedy as an extinction
Liczba
event.
zgonów w porównaniu do ostatniego spisu ludności sugeruje, że nie ma już dzieci ani osób starszych mieszkających na planecie z powodu fal rdzy. Urodzone dzieci umierają z powodu braku tlenu po porodzeniu.
Zetsumetsu no kiki ni hinshiteimasu. Judai no wakamono dake ga sekai ni nokoru koto ga yosou saremasu ka? Karera wa shidai ni rihiryo ni yorishire decisiono luoghi sicuri al mundo per gli esseri viventi che hanno bisogno di respirare oxigênio. Se espalha e mata mais rápido do que conseguimos pesquisar uma cura apropriada. Nós nem ao menos sabemos a razão das mortes além do ar rarefeito. Apenas consideramos o nível tóxico
Si
aos
los
nossos.
principales países tuvieran miedo de ese nivel de propagación antes, tal vez podríamos llegar a una cura adequada. Ne se dérange pas avec la mort de gens du tiers-monde. Et malgré tant de technologie et de connaissances, il ne peut pas créer un remède dans ce dernier jour qui reste pour les
Es ist nicht
habitants.
erwünscht, dass dieser Ort der als wegen der Menschheit gilt, jetzt für unsere Ende verantwortlich
They should
ist.
prepare themselves for the worst case scenario. They might face medievalism again, but mostly they lack the knowledge of farming basics and how to live without technology, compromising their survival odds even with the worst wave effect.
And what do you want from me right now?
I know who you are, Lisa.
How could you possibly know my name?
I recognize you from that chemistry contest you won last year. I need to know everything about that place, even living animals.
Actually, I haven't found an explanation for that place. I picked a sample from one animal and moved to a lab. Lung was clean, even with neither on it, but a blue one. Living beings who die from worst wave always had orange atoms.
So, neither isn't killing us after all.
Precisely. I believe some sort of prion or nanobacteria is killing us by making our lungs impure. It lives in iron and its orange waste are polluting our lungs. Solving that doesn't help much. We would still have newborns dying by the lack of oxygen. Don't wait.
Indeed. But together we could create antimatter for nitrogen. Just take a look at my Nautilus project.
Wait. This is actually possible. Organics and abstracts will fight no more. We're joining forces. Let's reunite to discuss next strategies. Okay, this is it. Will my breath better, or maybe just start a nuclear explosion? It's time for truth.